pounding surf, and then they move on.
They blow themselves
This
out.
one, because it's not an it's just sustained 5 days of the winds in the same direction at high speed doing the rough surf and everything else. So it is worse effects on the beach. Here, let's get started, and we'll start with the Hurricane Joaquin. It's a little bit weaker now than it was last report, 5 miles per hour, but that puts us down to the high end of Category 3 now, 125 mile per hour winds. It's moving to the north at about 7 miles per hour. It's going to move slowly for the next 12 to 24 hours. Then it will accelerate a little bit and will eventually weaken further as it gets away from the warm core of water. Remember, the water is the engine and the fuel for tropical storms, and the farther north you go this time of year, the water is much, much cooler. So we're not going to worry about direct effects, but this will continue to feed in gusty winds to the coastline over the next several days. But certainly, I think the big effect locally, Maryland, Delaware, North Carolina beaches will be erosion of the sand dunes, beach erosion, a lot of mess, and the communities will have soundside flooding. But the biggest concern we have is what's happening in South Carolina, which will be. Moisture is flowing, tropical moisture right out of the hurricane into South Carolina, North Carolina right now. Over the next couple of days, as the storm moves away, the moisture is still going to come out of the tropical Atlantic, and enough moisture to cause flooding. 54 mile per hour gusts at Rehoboth Beach this afternoon, 46 at Ocean City, 32 mile per hour gusts in Annapolis, 31 in Arlington, along with very, very chilly temperatures, and that's going to be our story. As far as the floods, Steve Rudin's got that story, and there's a lot to tell there as well, Stephen.
Yeah, absolutely. With the heavy rain that we expect later on tonight into early tomorrow morning, we still have that flash flood watch up for the D.C. metro area. This is now until 8 o'clock, and it does include the district, Arlington, Alexandria, and Fairfax, all of southern Maryland, once again until 8 o'clock Saturday morning. Show you what's going on with live Doppler radar. It is a wet rush hour commute. If you're expecting someone home on time this evening, expect delays. We've seen the traffic backed up quite a bit out there. The heaviest the rain now north of D.C., but more to come as we move through the overnight hours. A bit of a lull in the action. Notice across central Virginia. Here is the break. This is eventually going to move overhead over the next few hours or so, but there's more rain to come late tonight, early tomorrow morning. This is our future cast as we move through the day tomorrow and into the day on Sunday. Notice how the rain begins to break up. Heaviest rain well to the west of us around Charleston into Ohio. That's where they're going to pick up quite a bit, but for us, things are going to start to settle down as we move through the early morning hours tomorrow. Rainfall totals as we head through the day tomorrow into Sunday, around 2 inches here in the D.C. metro. May see lesser amounts off toward the north and west, but the real jackpot area, look at Columbia. They could be looking at close to 9 inches of rain, nearly a foot of rain in Charleston. This is by Sunday at 2 o'clock. And with the 7-day outlook, brighter skies ahead. Sunday, about a 40% chance for showers, and then the sun will make a return on Monday. Daytime highs back into the lower 70s come Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's going to feel great considering right now Reagan National Airport wind chill factors only in the upper 40s.
Wow.
We haven't had that since what, spring, like March?
Enough to get a shiver. So the hope is the rain will do exactly what Steve said. With everything else, get some rain tonight, move the heaviest rain out here tomorrow.
We can dry out.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, imagine hitting the gym without actually having to go there.
No pain, all gain? Could be. Find out how you might be able to benefit from the burn without all that sweat.
I'm in Southeast Washington, where residents of this 30-unit apartment building found out just a couple of days ago that they have about 3 weeks to find someplace else to live, and they don't like it. I'm Sam Ford. That story is next on ABC 7 News.
And here's a look at what's coming up tonight on ABC. We'll be right back.
It's the super sale